Hey, first grade friends. It is Tuesday, December 1st, and it's been a while, but remember what we do on Tuesdays is red words. So grab those red word books today. We are digging back into those with your red crayon or red marker, and let's get started. All right, so what are we learning today? Remember, red words are words that we can't sound out. For one reason or another, we can't sound them out. Sometimes we just haven't learned the skills yet, but they are important words we need to know. And some of the words we will just never be able to sound out because the letters and the patterns just don't match. So we need to stop and spell read them to help us learn, help them become automatic. All right, make sure you take a moment to pause this video, go into Google Classroom or the Learning Log, click on the link, and make sure you do your phonemic awareness video. Remember, this is super important because we really want to build that strong foundation, and these are those skills that build that foundation. Once you've done that, come on back. All right, we're going to do a little bit of review. I chose these words when we did our review a couple weeks ago, and I kind of kept track of words that we still need to work on. So we're going to do a little review. That means that everybody needs to stand up. We're going to arm tap out these words. So our first words, everybody stand up. Miss Bernstein's going to sit down because I can't stand up or the camera doesn't work. So our word is where. Remember, when we swoop this together, we did it like this. W-H-E-R-E, where. So everybody put your arms out, cross it over. Here we go. W-H-E-R-E, where. Hopefully you kept up. If you didn't, pause the video. Here we go. Put your arm back, hand up, back up there. Here we go. W-H-E-R-E, where. Do it again. W-H-E-R-E, where. Fantastic. Our next sight word is there. Very similar. T-H-E-R-E, there. Here we go. Arms out, cross it over, and begin. T-H-E-R-E, there. T-H-E-R-E, there. One more time. T-H-E-R-E, there. Now, let's take one moment and talk about that word there. This is like go over there to do your work. Go over there. That's the kind of there. This for the word where is like, where have you been? Oh, I've been over there. Okay, let's keep moving on. Our next word is does. D-O-E-S, does. Here we go. Arms out, cross it over. Here we go. Ready? D-O-E-S, does. D-O-E-S, does. D-O-E-S, does. All right. Continue to practice all of the red words, which you can find on the Google Docs. I've highlighted all of our red words that we've learned in red, so continue to practice those. All right, let's get on to our new learning. Remember, just as a quick review, our steps for learning red words. First, we write the red word in our red word book. Then we stand up, we arm tap it out 3 times, we finger trace it, and then we spell the word 3 times. This is where we're using our brain. We're turning that page, we're trying to remember how we spelt it. We're gonna say it out loud and then spell the letters, write the letters. Then we're gonna write it on your own and use it in a sentence. All right, so our new words. All right, so our first new word is the word some. So this word is a tricky word because yesterday we learned that when we have an E at the end of a word, it should make the vowel in the middle, right? Remember this vowel pattern? Should make the vowel in the middle say its name, so the word should be som. But it's not. This is the word some. That makes this one a red word. So let's get out our red word books and let's get that written in our red word book. All right, here's my red word book. Now, remember, when you're using this one, this is a brand new word. So you're going to the page that has the big single line on it, okay? And we aren't using any capital letters because none of these are names. So we're going to be writing the word some. I have my red crayon all ready to go. Watch me, and then you are going to copy mine. S-O remember, it's a red word because it doesn't follow that vowel pattern that we just learned yesterday. Notice that all of my letters started at the dotted line. None of them went below. None of those were basement letters. Pause this video and you need to write the word some in your book. All right. You should have that word written in your book. Our next step is to arm tap it out. So here we go. Everybody's up on their feet. You're holding that book out in front of you so you can see the letters. Cross it over. Here we go. S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some. This is like, I would like some ice cream with lots of peanut butter cups. Some. All right, our next step is to take your finger. Where's your tracing finger? We're going to trace the letters and say them. Everybody put your finger on the first letter. Here we go. S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some. Okay, now we're going to flip it up and you're going to write on the first line. Not only are you going to write the word, but you're going to say the letters and then say the word. Write it just one time and then do a teacher check to see how you did. All right, pause the video and you're going to write the word some. You're going to say the letters and then the word and stop there. Okay, let's check it. S-O-M-E, some. If yours looks like mine, go ahead and write it 2 more times. We're going down the page, not across. We're not writing a sentence, we're writing a list. S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some. Okay, now you are ready to grab your pencil because you're going to write a sentence. You can pause the video, you can write your own sentence, or you can use the sentence that I write. I have some food. There's my sentence. I'm going to underline that word some with my red crayon. All right, so you can copy mine or you can write your own. Pause the video and after you have that done, come on back and we're going to move on to our next word. All right, our next word for today, I'm just going to slide this up. Some is up here. Our next word for today goes right down here on the big lines. My second word is the word don't. Now this is what we call a contraction. It's actually 2 words put together and shortened. Don't. I don't want to go. Don't. This stands for do not. And that apostrophe holds the letter that is missing, which is the O. Do not, which is don't. So you need to write that word don't. This is called an apostrophe here. You need to write that word don't on your page. Once you've done that, we're going to arm tap it out. Pause the video at any time in order to keep up. All right, here we go. Let's arm tap it out. We've got our book right out here in front of us, just like this. Cross it over. Now, we are going to say the word apostrophe where there is an apostrophe. So it goes like this, D-O-N apostrophe T, don't. All right, let's do it 3 times together. Here we go. D-O-N apostrophe T, don't. D-O-N apostrophe T, don't. D-O-N, apostrophe T, don't. All right. Our next step is to trace. So get your reading finger ready. We're going to trace it and say it. Here we go. D-O-N, apostrophe T, don't. D-O-N, apostrophe T, don't. D-O-N, apostrophe T, don't. All right, turn that page up. You're going to write it one time on the top line. Then you're going to do a teacher check. If you have it correct, you will write it 2 more times. Pause the video, and I want you to write the word don't, and then come back and check. Remember to say the letters and then the word as you are going. O-N apostrophe T, don't. If yours looks like mine, write it 2 more times. D-O-N apostrophe T, don't. D-O-N apostrophe T, don't. Okay, you should have it 3 times. Take out your pencil and let's use the word don't in a sentence. You can write your own sentence or you can use mine. We don't have the dog. We don't have the dog. I don't know where the dog is, but we don't have him. So there's my sentence. I'm gonna underline that word don't. Make sure you have a capital at the beginning. We have some punctuation at the end and good spacing between your words. All right, pause the video, write your sentence or copy mine. And after you've done that, come back. We have 1 more word to work on for today. I'm gonna slide up my book. I'm ready here on the next new big line. So my last word for today, my last red word for today is the word why. W-H-Y. That's a question word. Why did they go? Why didn't they go? So notice that our W starts at the dotted line, diagonal down, diagonal up, angle down, diagonal up. Our H is a tall letter. It starts all the way at the top, and our Y drops it to the basement. So make sure yours looks like mine, and after you've written it, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna arm tap. All right, here we go. Hold it out. Ready? Here we go. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. Okay, let's go ahead and finger trace. Okay, here we go. Reading finger ready. We're going to trace it and then say the word. Here we go. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. Awesome. Okay, let's flip it up. Pause the video. You're going to write it 1 time at the top. Then come back and do a teacher check. If you have it correct, you'll write it 2 more times. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. W-H-Y, Y. All right, if you've got that written 3 times, grab your pencil. Let's go ahead and write it in a sentence. Now, because this is going to start my sentence, I need to have a capital W this time. Why is the snow falling. Outside. I certainly hope it's not snowing outside. That was just my sentence. Okay, I'm going to underline that word why. Now, a couple of things. Make sure we have a capital W at the beginning. I have good spacing between my words. And I've got, because I've made it a question, I need a question mark at the end, not just a period. Go ahead and pause the video. You can either copy my sentence, why is the snow falling outside? Or you can write your own. Make sure you go back and reread each one of those words today. Let's go back. So we started off with the word some, S-O-M-E, some. The sentence we wrote, I have some food. Our next word was don't, D-O-N, apostrophe T, don't. Our sentence, we don't have the dog. Our next word for today was the word why, W-H-Y, why. Our sentence that we wrote, why is the snow falling outside? Why? All right, so those were our sentences for today. If you needed to pause the video at any time in order to finish your sentences or to write the words, I hopefully you did that. Let's go back to our slides. So here we are. We have our slides. Okay. Now, what you need to complete today in the Your Turn practice book is page 108. You can also view the video on checking your work. And if you have any questions on how to answer any of those questions or not sure of the directions, you can view the video for page 108. Make sure you continue to practice your sight words. It's linked in right here. It's also in your Google Classroom. Remember, all the red words are words that we have practiced in our red word books. In order to practice today, I would love for you to take a few moments and you're going to do a sight word speed read. See if you can grab a timer or a cell phone with a timer and time yourself in reading the sight words. How fast can you read them? Start with one list. Maybe you're going to time yourself on whatever list you're working on and see how fast you can read those. Maybe you can even beat your own time. All right, well, I hope that everybody saw the lesson for today. Let me know if you have any questions and we'll see you all soon. Bye.